Now we're going to get to my favorite part of Girl Scout travel and kind of Girl Scouts as a whole. And this is like behind every single thing in Girl Scouts are the girls, right? It's all about you guys. So whose travel adventure is this? It's yours. And that means you're going to plan it and you're going to choose where you want to go. So your troop leaders are your trip advisors and you are the leaders of this trip. And I know that that's kind of new thing for a lot of girls, right? Planning a trip. I promise it's a lot of fun though. But you still have help. So we're going to talk a bit about who does what when it comes to planning these trips. And like I said, this is a girl-led trip, so you will have a hand in everything. But there's a couple of things that are more so going to be led by your trip advisors, and then there's other things where it's going to be like, this is all you girls, right? So for example, when it comes to researching, the place you want to go, that should be totally your decision. This is your trip. So, it should be about where you want to go. But when it comes to actually paying for things like lodging and transportation, you probably want to have your trip advisors take care of that for you. Even if you're raising the money for the trip, they should probably have a handle on that, and you'll still have a role
Definitely.
in. Yeah, exactly. You should still definitely ask questions and learn about it, but that's something you want to leave more with them. So, as a nice practice for this, we can really make sure we understand this. We're going to do a few together, and then you can do the rest with your troop later. All right, so the first one is who should determine where to go? If you think it's girls, type A into the question box. If it's girls with your trip advisors, like 50-50, type B. And if it's C, if you think it's your trip advisors, type C. Okay, Sydney, what's our next one?
All right, for the next one, we have making reservations and confirmations for the different things you're going to be doing on your trip, hotels, tours, whatever. So is that going to be the girls do that completely, the girls with the advisors, or just the trip advisors? So we'll give you guys a couple seconds to think about that one,
All right.
and then Ella will do the next one,
Yes. All right. So
whichever way you are.
the final one for now is evaluating the trip as a whole, right? So looking it over, thinking, all right, how much is this going to cost? Is this something we really want to do, or would we rather do this? Um, an overall evaluation. So A, B, or C, and then we're going to reveal the answers. Everything will be known. And also, like, not all of these are exact answers. Sydney and I were talking about this the other day, and she described it as kind of like was it a value or a scale? What was the word you used?
I just said a sliding scale, like some of
Scale.
them your advisors get this much and you get this much, and some of them you get this, they get this much and you get this much, or this much and this much. Like even, I mean, it just depends, and it
Right.
also depends on you guys and your advisors.
Yeah, and your comfort, right? So some things that in one troop might be like, oh, the girls are like, we're gonna take this. We're so comfortable doing this part. And another troop, the girls might want a bit of help from their trip advisors, and that's totally fine. So one that I think is interesting here is the one that girls with their trip advisors evaluate the trip. And also trip advisors make the reservations, right? So that doesn't mean that you girls aren't the ones who are deciding where to go. It just means that your trip advisors will put in the final reservations, right? So you can decide which hotel you want to stay at, but your trip advisors will actually make sure that you're paying for it. All
And
right,
that's not the fun part. So you guys are the real winners.
that's true. You guys get to do the fun part and looking at all the different. It's honestly so fun planning trips. I love doing it. There's not enough time to go on all the trips I'd like to plan though.